All right, so get this. You sent over some research about AI building stuff, like at the molecular level. And I know you're all about the cutting edge, so this deep dive is going to be wild.
Yeah.
We're talking rearranging atoms to make materials unlike anything we've ever seen.
Right.
Faster electronics, crazy strong materials, maybe even entirely new stuff. It's like science fiction becoming reality.
It really is remarkable.
Yeah.
What's captivating about this research from TU Graz is that it's tackling this like fundamental concept of how a material's structure dictates its properties.
Right.
Imagine you have a box of Legos.
Okay.
You can build a spaceship or a castle with the same bricks.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
Yeah.
So are you saying changing how molecules are arranged is like changing the Lego blueprint?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's not just what a material is made of,
Right.
but how those tiny building blocks are organized. Up until now, scientists have been using microscopes to move these molecules one at a time. It's a painstaking process.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to build that Lego spaceship with tweezers.
I can only imagine the patience that would take.
Yeah.
It sounds incredibly slow.
It is.
So how does AI speed things up?
This is where it gets mind-blowing.
Okay.
The team at TU Graz is developing an AI system that can autonomously position molecules with incredible precision and speed.
Wow.
Imagine a robotic arm with the dexterity to, like, write a novel on a grain of rice.
Oh, wow.
That's the level of precision we're talking about.
Okay.
It could allow us to build incredibly intricate structures.
Yeah.
Things that would be impossible for humans to create by hand.
So this AI is basically a master builder at the atomic level.
Essentially, yeah.
That's wild.
It is.
Walk me through how it actually works. We're talking about manipulating individual molecules here, right?
Right. They're using a scanning tunneling microscope, or STM,
Okay.
which can deposit molecules using tiny electrical impulses. Traditionally, a scientist would control the STM manually.
Right.
But this AI takes the reins. It analyzes the desired structure,
Okay.
calculates the optimal placement for each molecule,
Right.
and then directs the STM tip to put everything in its place with pinpoint accuracy.
So it's like the AI is a master architect designing the perfect blueprint, and the STM is its construction crew bringing the vision to life.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
This level of control is amazing.
It is.
But molecules are tiny.
Yeah.
And can be unpredictable, right?
Absolutely.
How does the AI account for that?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Molecular behavior can be inherently random,
Right.
which makes precise placement even more challenging.
Yeah.
The AI system the team developed has to factor in this randomness. It's constantly monitoring and adjusting its movements to ensure that the final structure is exactly as intended.
So it's not just following a pre-programmed set of instructions.
Right.
It's actually learning and adapting as it goes. That's seriously impressive.
It is quite remarkable.
Okay, so I know you mentioned earlier that they used this tech to build something called quantum corrals.
Yeah.
I have to admit, that sounds a bit like something out of Star Trek.
It does have a certain sci-fi ring to it, doesn't it?
It does.
This precise control over molecular placement allows the team to create these incredibly intricate structures, like these quantum corrals.
Okay.
They're essentially tiny, customizable playgrounds for electrons.
Okay.
We can use them to study and control the behavior of electrons in ways that were previously impossible.
Okay, I'm starting to see why this is such a big deal.
Yeah.
But what makes these corrals so special?
Well,
What kind of applications could they have?
until now, quantum corrals have mostly been built from single atoms.
Right.
The team at TU Graz hypothesized that using more complex molecules could lead to more diverse corrals and new exciting quantum effects.
Right.
They're aiming to use these structures as building blocks for nanoscale logic circuits.
Okay.
Imagine computer chips thousands of times smaller and more powerful than the ones we use today.
Okay, now that sounds like a true technological leap forward.
It really is.
Building computers at the atomic level, that's incredible.
Pretty amazing.
I read that the research team behind this is pretty diverse, right?
Absolutely.
Like a real-life Avengers team of science.
Yeah, you could say that.
So you've got...
You got Bettina Konihofer,
Okay.
who is making sure the AI doesn't accidentally destroy the structures as it's building them.
Wow.
Then you have Jesse Berndt figuring out the theoretical properties of these quantum corrals.
Okay.
Marcus Acorn trying to translate those theories into practical applications. And finally, Leonhard Grill running the experiments on the microscope.
That's amazing.
A truly interdisciplinary effort.
It sounds like it took a massive amount of expertise to pull this off.
Definitely.
Speaking of massive, I know this research received significant funding, right?
Yes, they did.
How much are we talking?
The team secured a substantial grant from the Austrian Science Fund.
Okay.
A total of $1.19 million, or about $1.23 million.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
This level of funding highlights just how important and potentially revolutionary this research is considered to be.
Absolutely.
It definitely sounds like it could be a game changer.
It does.
But let's zoom out for a second.
Okay.
Why should the average person care about all this?
That's a great question.
How could this research actually impact our lives?
Well, this research could have profound implications for our everyday lives.
Okay.
Imagine a smartphone that charges in seconds and lasts for weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
That's just one example
Right.
of how faster and more powerful electronics could revolutionize our world.
Okay, I'm starting to get a sense of the scale here.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about slightly better gadgets.
No.
This is a whole new level of technology.
Right.
What about other fields?
Sure.
Could this impact medicine or energy production? How so?
This research could lead to breakthroughs in so many areas.
Okay.
Imagine targeted drug delivery systems that release medication only at the precise location where it's needed,
Right.
minimizing side effects and maximizing effectiveness.
Wow.
Or think about self-healing materials that could repair themselves,
No.
making our infrastructure more resilient and sustainable.
Yeah.
The possibilities are truly astounding.
Self-healing materials.
Yeah.
That sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
It does, doesn't it?
Could this also help with things like solar energy?
Definitely.
Wally.
Imagine solar panels that are vastly more efficient at converting sunlight into electricity,
Right.
making renewable energy sources even more viable.
Mm-hmm.
Or picture materials that can capture and store carbon dioxide from the atmosphere,
Yeah.
helping us combat climate change more effectively.
Wow. Those are some seriously impactful applications.
They are.
It seems like this technology could touch every aspect of our lives.
It really could.
I'm particularly fascinated by the idea of creating completely new materials with properties we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Is that something this research could actually achieve?
That's precisely what excites me most about this field. We're talking about designing materials atom by atom,
Right.
giving us unprecedented control over their properties.
So, like, what kind of new materials?
Imagine materials that are lighter than air, yet stronger than steel.
Wow.
Or fabrics that can change color or texture on demand.
That's incredible.
It's like we're on the verge of a new era of material science,
Yeah.
where the limitations of traditional materials no longer apply.
That's incredible.
It is.
It sounds like we're stepping into a world where the only limit is our imagination.
I think that's a fair statement.
But with such revolutionary technology comes big questions, right?
Absolutely.
Like what?
While the potential benefits are vast,
Mm-hmm.
it's crucial to consider the ethical implications.
Right, of course.
How do we ensure this technology is used responsibly? How do we prevent unintended consequences?
Right.
These are important conversations we need to have as this research progresses.
I agree. It's vital that we address those concerns head on,
Definitely.
but focusing on the positive for now.
Sure.
What are some of the most exciting applications you see emerging from this research in the near future?
Well, aside from the breakthroughs in electronics and materials we've already discussed,
Mm-hmm.
I think healthcare could see some truly transformative advancements.
Okay, like what?
Imagine microscopic robots that can perform surgery with incredible precision
Oh, wow.
or deliver drugs directly to individual cells.
That sounds like a game changer for treating diseases like cancer or genetic disorders.
Could be.
And what about areas like manufacturing or space exploration? Could this technology play a role there as well?
Definitely.
How?
Imagine 3D printing objects with atomic precision,
Wow.
creating products with unparalleled strength and durability.
Okay.
Or consider building spacecraft from lightweight, self-repairing materials that can withstand the harsh conditions of space travel.
It seems like the potential applications are truly boundless.
They really are.
It's both exciting and a little overwhelming to think about the sheer scale of the impact this technology could have on our world.
It really is a paradigm shift in how we approach science and engineering.
Yeah.
We're moving from a world of manipulating bulk materials to a world of controlling individual atoms and molecules.
Right.
It's a whole new level of precision and possibilities.
This has been an incredible deep dive into the world of AI-powered nanotechnology.
It has.
It feels like we've only scratched the surface of what's possible.
Yeah, we have.
But before I wrap up, I'd love to get your final thoughts on this research.
Sure.
What's the one big takeaway you hope our listener will remember?
The key takeaway here, I think, is that we're witnessing this, convergence of artificial intelligence and nanotechnology,
Right.
creating this powerful new tool
Yeah.
for scientific discovery and technological innovation.
Uh-huh.
This has the potential to revolutionize numerous fields,
Okay.
from medicine and energy to material science and computing.
Right.
And it's all happening right now.
So it's not just a futuristic fantasy.
Uh-huh.
This is science in action today.
Exactly.
It's incredibly exciting to think about what breakthroughs might be just around the corner.
It is.
But as you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
with such groundbreaking advancements, it's critical to have these open and honest conversations about the ethical implications.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's our responsibility to ensure that this technology is developed and used responsibly,
Right.
with a focus on benefiting humanity as a whole.
Of course.
That's something we all need to be mindful of as we enter this new era of scientific exploration.
Well said.
Thank you. This has been an absolutely fascinating journey.
It has been.
Thank you for guiding us through this complex and exciting landscape.
It's been my pleasure.
Now, before we finish this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with one final thought-provoking question to consider.
Okay.
If we can design materials atom by atom, does that blur the line between the physical and the digital?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Are those boundaries becoming increasingly fluid as technology advances?
That's a profound question.
Yeah.
And one that deserves careful consideration
Right.
as we gain greater control over the building blocks of matter.
Uh-huh.
It's natural to question the traditional distinctions between the physical and the digital realms.
Yeah.
It's a topic that will likely spark debate and discussion for years to come.
It's definitely a question that gets you thinking about the future of technology and its impact on our world.
For sure.
And on that note,
Yeah.
I think it's time for us to wrap up this incredible deep dive into the world of AI-powered nanotechnology.
It has been quite a journey.
I know I've learned a ton.
Me too.
And I hope our listener has too.
I hope so too.
If you're eager to delve even further into this topic,
Yeah.
be sure to check out the original source material linked in the show notes.
Absolutely.
Keep exploring, keep questioning.
Yeah. And keep your mind open to the infinite possibilities that lie ahead.
I love it.
The future is brimming with potential.
It is.
And it's up to all of us to shape it wisely.
Well said.
And on that note, we'll sign off for today.
That's good.
Until next time, keep diving deep.